There's actually, when you go to check into the hospital, your religious affiliation, there's a new affiliation called nun. I don't call them the nuns, I call them the duns. They say, I'm done. But here's what I've learned. Even people that you think are on the outside, that aren't interested in the conversation about faith, they really are. Because they're even them asking the question, tell me, is there more to life than this? You just come to a point in your life where you stop, you go, is there more to this? And I'm going to bet there's somebody here in this room that you've asked that question yourself, and maybe that's why you're here. Is there more to life than is there something bigger and more than what I'm doing right here? And maybe you came here this morning, right? And that is exactly you. An outsider came in for the very first time, been gone for a long time, not been around church at all, and you come in here, and in the back of your mind, you go, You start observing everything going on, you go, I'm not sure if I fit in here. I promise you that's going on right now. I'm not sure if I belong here. I mean, all these other people that are here, they know what to do. They know all the secrets, when to sit, when to stand, when to raise their hands, when to fold their hands, when to laugh, when not to laugh, when to be loud, when to be quiet. They know where to park, what door to go into. They know where the coffee is. They know where all the secrets. They know all the secrets. I guess I'm a little weird. I don't belong here. I'm not welcome here. And begin to process all these sort of things in their head. And they're doing these things rationally in their mind. They're going through this thought process, and somebody's doing it right now. You know, if baseball is for baseball people, if fishing is for fishing people, if gaming is for gaming people, then church must be for church people. And since I'm not church people, I don't guess I'm welcome here. I don't fit in here. This is not a place for me to fit in or to be welcome or belong. And so I'm out. They walk in and they walk out and they don't come back because it's all things that are weird and odd to me. And the process goes a little bit further. If Christianity is about Jesus, and Christianity is about church people, and Jesus is about Christianity, that means Jesus is about church people, and that means since I'm not church people, Jesus is not for me. And that's the conclusion that they come to. And yet I will tell you, if you read the Bible, if you understand this man named Jesus, what he did, what he said, and who he associated with, that is so far from the truth and the wrong conclusion, but we help set that up for people. We are wrapping up this morning this series we're calling Change, that Jesus can change anything for anyone. We've been unpacking that one sentence for 5 weeks. Jesus can change anything for anyone. This morning, I want to edit that statement slightly. But the slight edit we're going to make to that statement has huge implications and ramifications. And here it is in your notes. Jesus can change anything for anyone and everyone, not just us and them. There is no us and them. It's not about the club, people that are inside the club and people that are outside the club. There is not just church people, there are just people. This thing here is for everyone. Everyone. And you say, Pastor, how do you come up with that? From the Bible. In Acts chapter 2, there's a guy named Peter who was a follower of Jesus. He stands up to speak to thousands of people who are spiritually wayward, not sure about faith or God or anything like that. And it says in verse 21 of Acts 2, and everyone, I got that word circled in my Bible, everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Everyone. Then over here in Romans chapter 1, the Apostle Paul writes to this little church over in Rome, and he says his very first, very important statement, if I can find it, here it is. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to who? Everyone who believes, not just for a select few, not just for those that are in the club, but for everyone.